Peace, my family, and right back to all those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good mind. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys are most definitely moving on up in your higher natures and cleansing. Yeah, for sure. Family know what's up. We gotta cleanse. Yes, cleansing the lows. I came out here today to express. How y'all feeling? Hope you guys are out there taking care of yourself and getting in tune with the Most High and your inner being, right? So, this time of the year for me is all about reflection. On this good journey within, I do like to sit back and reflect on my actions and things that I have done and how far I've come and with the goals that I set throughout the year and see how I did. And that's very important as you are going through the year. And it's very helpful because when you set goals and you have a plan and you put it in motion, put action towards it, that's when things begin to happen. That's when things begin to shift in your life. So it's very important, like I always say, to set goals and set lifelines for yourself. And not deadlines, lifelines for yourself. And if you don't accomplish that goal, you continue until you do so. The journey is about not giving up on yourself, regardless of how hard it is, because it gets hard. And it's about seeing things what they are, not sugarcoating it, not making it something that it's not. It's about being honest with the situation for what it is. And that's real. Because when you be honest with yourself, you can't lie to yourself. And again, that's also how you raise your frequency. Nobody is perfect out here. So we all got strengths and we all got weaknesses. And we all got things that we need to work on each and every day to become better and getting back in tune, getting back connected with your higher self and reaching your highest potential, right? And it's very important because it's about moving toward life, right? And not continuing to have these, habits that we cope to. Not realizing on the other side of it, the grass is greener on the other side, let me just say. This is my experience. The grass is greener on the other side. You know how they say, oh, you think the grass is greener on the other side. Guess what, family? It is. Oh, yeah. It's life on the other side. It's a lot greener. And when you begin to see this and see things for yourself, because this is I'm not going to say just a personal experience, but this is an experience that you have to experience for you. And you actually have to walk the path one moment. All right now. So there is no shortcuts on the spiritual path. That is so true. And when you begin to see this, when you begin to move right, when you're doing things from the ground up, when you're not taking, scams and deals to get what you need to get done, when you're taking it slow and doing, not the fast way, but taking it slow and easy, where you're building yourself up, that's the best route to go. Because that's when you begin to see the capability and, the strength you do have when you begin to build it up. So in the beginning, we don't have the strength that we need. We feel like we don't. And we feel like we can't do it. And it just seems like it's all so hard because guess what? We like to overthink. And reality is about, making sure that you are setting those goals. And it's about taking it a step at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. You have to learn how to be realistic, right? It's not about putting all this stuff on you, right? It's about setting realistic goals, something that you can do, and creating a routine that is beneficial for you to get it done. And it takes time to get the routine going and practice with that, right? And it starts with getting your house in order first, right? As well as your temple, your inner house. You got to get your outer house in order too. All of this connects. All of this is together. You have to balance it out, right? And once you begin to first, how are you going to have a clear mind and get yourself together if you don't even have, your physical environment around you in order? Whether that's cleaning your space, organizing your space, getting things in order, and working on that part of you, because it's going to be needed. And also to help you with the tools you need and the knowledge you need, you should check out our Master Teacher's book, Holy Tabernacle Guide, Family Guide, the Holy Tabernacle Laws of Cleanliness and Cleanliness and Purity, Purity and Neatness and the Maintenance of Health is on the channel. Check that out, because that'll help you how to understand how we move, right, anciently, and how we move and how we taking care of yourself, which is makes you get more into a harmony state of being with that peace, love, and happiness around you, because you have to actually have that in your environment and space, where whatever your particular room is or whatever that is for you, you create that space regardless of what's happening that you is outside of your control, especially when you are living with others, or if you're living alone, whatever that might be. You still have to create a space that is beneficial for you to have a clearer state of mind so you can get focused. And then it starts with that, because hey, now, how are you going to get focused and how are you going to have a clear state of mind if you haven't even got a routine or started to get a routine down where it's beneficial for you to create these healthier habits for yourself, and begin to also set goals to let certain things go, right? The bad habits is going to be needed to let go, because you're going to have to get more into a purity state of being. That's how you're going to get your mind right, because when you begin to get your mind right, and also you begin to eat better by giving yourself live, raw foods to eat to make yourself feel better or feel good on the inside. That's how you start to begin to heal your body and heal your mind and heal your spirit and heal your soul. And that's how you begin to also cleanse. So all of it is connected. Everything works together. So we have to get to that point where we realize this, because this is a part of how we get back in tune, right? A part of it. And also how we purify our souls, right? We got to make sure that we get in our minds right. And also it's going to be needed for you to take time to get the right knowledge, to spend time with the Most High, to read and get what He needs you to know, right? It's very important, because you're going to get like a more of a heads up, or more eye-opening experience about what's truly happening in this reality and in this world and everything around you, right? Things that you've been, things that has been hidden from you for so long. It's going to be you're going to experience a whole lot of emotions, because it's just going to be, for me, it was mind-blowing, right? It's a mind-blowing spiritual awakening experience, and it's a lot of different emotions that went along with that, right? And to where, eventually you won't be able to see the world the same way anymore. It's like you're going to be opening a new one, right? Because now you're going to see what reality really is, right? And that can be uncomfortable, rather, because you've been taught a certain way your whole life. But when you begin to understand, and overstand what the Most High wanted you to know and what He has created, because guess what the world teaches, what man teaches, things like that, that's theories. Are those facts? Did you create this world? Right. Why don't you get it, the right knowledge, from the source, right? And get the breakdown of what's really happening and why you're here and what's going on, so you can begin to live in your true potential and the way you were supposed to be living on this planet, right? It's very important. And people feel like, you can't live like that, right? And if you say you can't, then you can't. it's all about the mind, and it's all about what you put in your mind and your thoughts. Your thoughts matter. You got to make sure your thoughts are in alignment, right? You got to be positive most of the time, right? And once you begin to see that and see things around you, that's how you begin to create more of a positive, dynamic experience. And it's all about setting the proper goals for success. And once you begin to do that, be real with yourself on how you did this year, and setting new goals to let things go. Doing that stripping away process, letting things go. However long it may take you to do so. Everyone is different. And once you begin to do that, that starts the transformation process. When you begin to do that stripping away process, and then you begin to raise your frequencies and vibration with the right knowledge and the truth of it all, with the facts and everything that you need, that the Most High wanted you to know. Oh man, your light becomes brighter and brighter, and the true light will begin to come forth on the inside out. And once you begin to see these things all around you come together like a puzzle, because there's many pieces, right? You begin to see everything in your life open up in a beautiful way, and it's like a whole new world you're walking into, a whole new reality. And it's like a whole new, what they call a timeline, a whole new one, where you're in the higher planes, you're moving in the higher planes. And as you begin to break away from the lower, you begin to move into a reality that is more abundant and boundless, because this is the reality, the real reality, eternal environment, the real reality that people are really truly living in. When you begin to move toward it, when you begin to walk toward it, when you begin to move toward life, and let go of all those things that are not you, that we hold on to, due to all the pains and the hurts and the suffering that we've been through in life, all that we've been through, that people try to cover up and make it seem like it didn't happen. That's why I say a lot of people are pretending out here that certain things didn't happen. It's okay, family. We all been through things. And let me just say, when I say it's okay, I'm not saying it's okay that you've been through those things. I'm saying that it's about accepting the fact, reality, that you've been through pain, you've been through suffering, you've been through a lot of things that, you know, you feel like, or, you know, I'm just say this, that maybe you didn't want to experience, right? But all of it is to teach you how to move going forward. And it's not to move in a state of fear or anything like that. It's to move and learn lessons learned, right? Being more mindful of things around you, everything around you. And begin to move with love, but also make sure that you're moving smart, right? And make sure you're not out here in environments where, you know, can cause many different types of issues. And if you are stuck in those environments and you have no choice, that's different. That's when you begin to get in your word, your scriptures, your ancient texts, right? And that's when you begin to pray for protection over your life, right? And slowly make a plan to transition out of that life and out of that environment. And sometimes that takes time. It may take years, right? But it's about literally staying out the way. That's it. And once you begin to really see that, and not just particularly focusing on all the things that you're going through, focusing on the Most High and what He's telling you, and making a plan to execute, Once you begin to see that everything that you can control is in your hands, right? Because you can make a plan, and the Most High will begin to help you along the way. Because you are in the Most High's hands. But you also have to help yourself. You see, you know how they say faith without works is that you have to put in the work too. You can't just sit here and just pray, oh, I want this, I want that. But you don't apply yourself. You don't make the moves toward it. Because you have to begin to make moves toward it for things to work. You have to begin to work on your goals for things to happen. It just doesn't boom, spat out. It's just magic. No, you have to actually put in the work. And that's with everything. Nothing's going to move until you move. And that's the realest thing ever. Nothing's going to move until you move. And once you get moving, beautiful things will begin to happen. All right now. So, that's a good place to stop for now, family. Again, set some goals for yourself that's going to help you get to the direction you want to go. Be realistic. And watch how the Most High moves in your life when you begin to walk and take the first couple steps toward Him. Man, oh man. Know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread that love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release your master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, shalom, Asher, divine love, family, and Watu. And it's all